Hello and welcome to Saturday Night on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. I am Adeola Komi Akere, and on Saturday night, I call it our infotainment tonic, where we educate and of course entertain you. A lot has been happening in the entertainment world within and outside the country, and as usual, we shall be giving you snippets into some of the trending gist to enjoy it. Hello and welcome to Entertainment News. Nollywood actor Funke Iti has expressed gratitude as she marks her 44th birthday. The gorgeous celebrant appreciated God for his mercy, grace and honor that speaks for her always. This she accompanied with beautiful pictures of herself on social media. Award-winning singer Adeleke David, also known as Davido, is taking his timeless album tour to North America after thrilling fans in New York and London. Davido took to his Instagram account to release the tour schedule for the 2 weeks in support of the chart-topping album Timeless. And barely days after his electrifying concert in Lagos, a fan has come out to thank Davido for organizing the event that made her locate the love of her life. The fan, who goes by the name Uzuamaka, took to her Twitter account to share photos of her beau and herself, which she captioned, "We met at the Timeless concert. Thank you, Davido, for giving me my own soulmate." And her soulmate also attested to it by posting also on his Twitter page that they are already bonding barely 24 hours after the Timeless concert in Lagos. Quite interesting. All the best, lovebirds. American actor Bruce Willis and Demi Moore have become grandparents. His daughter, Ruma Willis, announced the birth of her first child. The 34-year-old introduced Lota Aisley Thomas Willis in a post on Instagram describing her daughter she shares with partner Derek Richard Thomas as pure magic. "You are more than we ever dreamed of," she wrote. British actor Patrick Morey, who played Mickey Pierce in Only Fools and Horses, says his lung cancer has returned and has spread again, despite all efforts by the medical teams. According to him, he had a painful groin strain a couple of months ago, which unfortunately turned out to be cancer, getting into his pelvic and leg bones. He prays to be up and back again. Okay, you just saw some of the snippets. We still have a lot of trending things that we need to talk about, but for now, I will be introducing a guest. Okay, that guest you will see shortly, but let's have a bit of some of the works he has done.
Yes, my name is Kemaju Jonathan. I wanted to talk to you about the letter that you received, that I received last week, about my working permit. Do you know that in 6 months, we're going to pack our belongings and go back to Africa?
Did you ask your company to sponsor you?
But he's reliable, he's dependable, he's a talented
Jack,
member.
no, okay? He does not deserve his green card.
There are other options too, I want you to understand that. You might marry an American woman to get the green card.
Letitia, are you serious? My husband has changed to a complete stranger in our own house. His quest for American dream has turned into a complete stranger.
Oh my God!
I just told you about the secret. I told you not to tell nobody.
Daddy, what are you doing? Daddy, stop it!
Get out of my way. But okay, I'm gonna count 10 seconds, okay? 1.
You have seen it that I actually picked one of some of the works he has to his credit. So join me as I make welcome to Saturday night on the network service of the largest TV network in Africa, the NTA, Blaise Christian Sitchet. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Well, he is from Cameroon, and I just got to hear that he's in Nigeria. I said, wow, let him come and tell us why he's here in Nigeria. What brings you, though you are Cameroonian, but you're based in the United States and you're now in Nigeria. Why are you in Nigeria? What have you seen here that brought you?
First of all, I'm consistent with what I've said in the past. Nigeria is the #1 country of Africa. Nobody can say, okay, and when you're #1, you attract people.
Yeah.
Until you go to the rock bottom, nobody will come here.
Okay.
But I know Nigeria is very prosperous, very dynamic country. People have, people have a positive mind, drive and everything, and that's why I'm here. I'm here because there's a lot of talent here, a lot of potential. Yes, particularly in the movie industry.
Okay, I was going to ask, is it the music, is it the movie, is it the economy? But you're particular about the movie industry, right?
Exactly, exactly. And Nigeria is an example. I like the way Nigeria started with Nollywood. Nollywood started, before it was very expensive to make movies.
Yeah.
Nigerian people decided to say, we're going to make it with whatever we have. I don't care if it's with cell phone camera or whatever, cheap camera and everything, we're going to make it. And because of the creativity of Nigerians, so people watch Nollywood all over, even Brazil, in Guyana, it's popular everywhere. You go to hair salons in the US, they put Nigerian movies. And Nigeria now started, when they started getting more and more money, they started investing in equipment and in quality. And so that's a very good strategy.
Okay, do you think the Grammys are being fair to us? From all you have said, we have improved and we're making waves, and yet we've not been able to win one award?
You talk about Grammys?
Yeah.
That's the mistake that we make. We need to create our own award. We're not here to contemplate or maybe to admire the award that the white man is creating. We need to create our own award, have our own identity like we did. If Nigeria did have the same mentality, Nollywood wouldn't have existed, because Nollywood was not following the standard that they set. Nollywood did things on its own. That's what we need to do. We need to, same that they created, they didn't ask us to create a Grammy or whatever. We don't need their Grammy. They can go with their Grammy. Okay? We need to develop ourselves. And Nigeria is a giant, because you live in Nigeria. But Nigeria is a giant country. It's massive in its population, economy. And back then there were dictatorship. Now there's a democracy. So Nigeria has improved so much. And we look forward to Nigeria to improving more and more. And Nigeria organized their own award, Afri-Female, I don't know.
Yeah, AMVCA.
These are things that we need to value. We don't need to value their Netflix or whatever they are. We need to value
but do you agree with me that most of our producers, movie producers, they make more money on those streaming platforms, so they need to value those platforms?
Nigeria, for example, is over 200 million.
Yeah, more than.
Why do you rely on other people? Maybe it's about half of the population of the United States, I think so. Why rely on all this? We can stream on, we can do our own thing. And let me ask you a question. The richest Ethiopian, he made money from Ethiopia. The richest people of Nigeria, Dangote, all these people, they make money from back home. You know what I mean? And they are respected all over the world. We need to start thinking us. Set aside Grammy, set aside all these things that they do. The same people win, Beyonce or whatever, the same people. It's corrupt. All this is corrupt. We are discriminated, okay? We Africans are discriminated all over the world. We are discriminated, we know that. Let me give you an example. To get a visa, to go to the US, you need a visa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for a European who is a white man, does he need a visa to go to the US? You know what I mean? So
we need to use our films to speak against the ills.
Not necessarily. We need to do what Nigerians did. Nollywood is #2 of the world. Yeah. Nollywood built itself on its own. That's what I'm telling Cameroonians. Cameroonians now, each time they organize an award like Cameroon Film Award, we need to invite Ramsey. Why do you have to invite him? It's okay, he's an African, I understand. Why you don't value your own people?
Okay.
Do you understand? That's what Nigeria is, a country that is showing example of pride.
So we're making use of what we have.
Yes.
And the world now is looking at us and they envy us, right? Now
That's
they
what
want
I'm
to
saying.
emulate us, and that's why you're
Yeah,
here.
don't
You
talk
want to
about
come
Grammy,
and
forget about
emulate
it.
us.
Yes.
So you're going to bring the money because we will not give you for free, right?
Yes. Look at what happened. Nigeria started creating his Iroko TV.
Yeah.
What did the white man do? Buy out. That's it. Netflix bought it out, right? Okay. Because it's interesting. They don't buy things that are not
That's
valuable
not-
to them.
Yeah.
They came to you to buy it, right? Okay. So now it's time to create another Iroko. What we need, the point that we have, we need to watch Nigeria. Oh man, I love this country. Nigeria understood how to behave, to close the eyes, because Hollywood with their technology, that's how they're competing. Nigeria is very creative and original. And people are so skilled in acting, okay? Apart in comedy and everything, okay? So we need to utilize that. Yeah. But the mistake that some people are making now, that's what I see, is to make movies in a big house, a big mansion, this, deviate. I'm not saying that it's not a reality. It's reality for certain people.
They make believe that you're wealthy kind always, right?
Yes. It's good to make, if you keep disconnecting, okay, the reality from the popular audience, you're distancing the guy who is driving the taxi cab or whatever here from going to go to the movie theater because they don't see themselves there. If you start making movies that are very, for
particular
common population,
to a particular group,
yes,
you won't get the audience
you get more audience. More audience means more money, even, more kobos, and a lot of kobos become a naira, a lot of nairas become a million, and that's,
yeah. Okay, now that takes me to your movie, Coming from Africa.
yes.
Yeah, you try to look at the challenges African immigrants, face,
Exactly.
In the United States.
Yes.
And you were the main cast in that.
Yes,
that
but
movie.
that was not my plan.
That wasn't.
In Nigeria was supposed to be a major.
And who was that Nigerian? What happened?
I won't say his name because, yes. And what happened is that when he went to the table read, and he saw a bunch of white people around him because the movie was majority white.
Okay.
If you look at the cast, and he started stuttering. Oh, my daughter, I don't want you to go to Africa. I want you to. They say, what the hell is that? The white people say,
He wasn't being himself. He was
he
trying
wasn't
to
being
become.
himself. No, he was scared.
Okay.
Because America is a country very divided. Nigerians are with Nigerians. Cameroonian are with Nigerians. Spanish are with Spanish. This, you see, everybody is not divided. It's automatic. They go within their community. Okay. Each person go by village, by this, by that. So it never used to be in the crowd with
like that.
Where is minority.
So he didn't meet it. He didn't meet the requirements.
They told me, they called me, they say no, and they saw my first movie called I Am an American. They saw her acted. They said no, I need to play that role.
Okay,
that's what they told me.
Played it. So what message did you pass on in that particular movie?
The message was more to the immigration, to speed up the process. Because a family is getting, that slow process is tearing apart families. The guy, his visa is about to expire because when you finish your school, you have 1 year that you can work, right? Practical training. And the company likes the guy, he's doing a good job, and they want to convert his visa to H-1B visa, like to 3 years, and then get permanent residency because his daughter is get used to. But the process is taking so long that by the time maybe it gets approved, it will be illegal, and that will complicate things. Now he's thinking about divorcing, getting married to somebody.
The white woman will give him the papers.
And then he's thinking about all kinds of things. And these things, I'm not trying to betray Africa. I'm saying that that's what you call survival instinct. Yeah. When you attack a dog, okay, and then he's in a corner like that, he's scared. When he can't do anything, he's going to attack you back.
Definitely.
That means the survival instinct will make you think about anything you can do in order to get what you want.
Whether it's illegal or not.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, but if they ease up the process, because the guy is a good guy. He's in America to
daughter.
contribute to the economy
Exactly.
and to, you know what I mean? He's an architect. He can contribute to the economy. He's the profile of who America needs. So it was a win-win situation. And you think only about the daughter. You have a sensitive part.
Okay, that was it about that movie. But how many people, related to that movie? Is
Many.
it only
It's not just Africans. Everybody. It was. I don't know if you did see some of my interviews at Voice of America on other televisions. It was an important topic. Yeah, it's still there.
Well, it's still there. That's why we have the diaspora commissions trying to help immigrants in foreign lands to be comfortable in the foreign land. All right, Blaise, you worked in many organizations, including financial institutions.
Yes. It's 15 years in the financial institution, banking industry. Matter of fact, the 4 largest banks of America I did work in: Citibank, J.P. Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo Bank, Bank of America. And these are the 4 of the 5 largest banks of the world, which the only bank surpassing them is Bank of China.
Okay, so why did you leave the banking sector and decide to go into acting in 2012 in movie production?
I did not. I left the bank first of all because, don't say I did die in my head because it was so stressful. It was giving me stress. It's not something that I like to do. It was just that I was trying to make my living. Normally, I'm built to work outside.
Okay.
That's what I like to do.
Field worker, right?
Construction,
Okay.
doing this. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy. I don't care how much they will pay me. That's what I enjoy. I don't enjoy being confined in an office, thinking about all these numbers that I see on your computer. I want that money to be in my house so I can admire it, not to count. You know what I mean?
Count somebody else's money.
Yeah, I was not counting, but I was saying that I did work in many departments. I did learn a lot.
Okay.
I saw, in 2008, I think so, I was at the Wells Fargo Bank. And then I did learn a lot of things from mortgage. I was a loan adjuster specialist. Before that, I was credit manager at Citibank. They call us credit managers. That's the name that they gave to us, but in fact...
A bogus name, right?
Yes. And I saw how the crisis came. That's how I knew that the whole bank system is one body. Each bank that you see, they're all related, they're all connected. It's one body. And when the crisis comes, they have a nose that smells the crisis. Me having the luck to work in different departments, different bank.
You perceived it and you took
Yes.
You took to your heels
because when the
before it came
crisis started,
crashing.
I saw how we were decreasing credit line. At that time I was at Citibank, decreasing credit line of people we did monitor their debt. We realized that, hey, they're taking cash advances. That means maybe they're behind on their mortgage, they're taking cash advances to pay the mortgage. And then we started decreasing their credit lines.
Okay.
And then our team were decreasing. That means, you know what I mean, we pull the credit report of somebody, see how he's doing, we decrease the credit line. Guess what? Before he goes to the restaurant, he calls, we say your credit line is 10,000. When they go to the restaurant to eat, and then by the time they come, we already decreased the credit line, they don't know. And when they call, because we are a team, I'll pick up the phone, I'll pretend that I'm the one who decreased the credit line. I will take the blame. Could you believe the stress that is? Somebody's go to the bathroom to go, hey, my credit card is not working. I
just try to find how to make it for the person.
And then we don't solve the problem. We just have to say, I apologize, or we don't increase it.
That's very bad. Okay, so now that you are with us here, so who do you intend working with in the movie? I'm sure you're here to collaborate with some movie producers. So who do you have in mind? When are we seeing the works? When is it starting?
Somebody told me recently, I don't know who told me, that the eagle flies by himself. And it's successful in hunting by himself. I know hyenas, but what I'm trying to do first is to produce. I'm coming with the intention to do what Nigeria did before people came. That means to start producing by myself good movies, and then people will see that and try to join. I don't have anybody in mind that going left and right
But
to
you know you
collaborate
need
first.
to meet some of those in the industry to...
I have a manager
Okay.
right here.
All right.
Okay, I have a manager.
Okay.
He has been very good,
Okay.
very effective, and very honest. And he's a Nigerian. I'm just kidding.
Mean he's not honest? We're honest
No, I'm
people.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Okay, so how soon are we going to see your works here in Nigeria?
How soon we're going to see
Before the
my
end
work?
of the year, in another 6 months?
No, not 6 months. In 3 months.
In 3 months?
Maximum, yes. You start seeing my work. And as I said, to do a movie, I want it to be clean. What does that mean? When I come here, I organize a casting with the team. I organize a casting, clean casting. Not I know you, I don't know you. That's what kills movies.
Okay.
Clean casting, even to hire people the crew, the actors. That's why I'm saying that why do you need a collaborator for that? You hire people, you pay them. They do the job, professionals.
Yeah.
Clean.
Okay.
Okay? And then the manager is very good, he has a lot of connections. I don't need to have connection on my own. He already has connections.
of people too.
And he's very honest and effective. So that makes everything easy for me.
Okay.
And
So-
with great people like you, I'm sure that, you are promoting me, being on national television. I count on you.
It is what we do. We love Nigerians and we love people who come here to help us out in any way possible. That's what we
Yes.
do.
By the way, since I've been here, I've been going everywhere. I don't have a bodyguard. At night, I go
And you're
out.
at peace.
I go everywhere. I feel peace. I have peace. Nobody attacked me. Nobody robbed me. Nobody did anything
Please,
to
when
me.
you get back to
You
the
know?
States, let them know that Nigeria is a peaceful nation.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Lagos is very peaceful.
They
That's
shouldn't
the way I see
listen
it.
to all they hear on social media.
That is the only country where people call me Oga. When I go somewhere else, they look at me like this. Hey, who is this?
Thank you so much, Blaise. I really appreciate this, and I know that Nigerians will really appreciate it, and they'll be looking forward to your movie. I know you won't tell us the name, but in the next 3 months, I'm sure we'll have you back on sets to know more about the movie that you are bringing out in Nigeria.
Many, many movies.
Many more movies
But
to
as I
come.
said to Nigerians, if I make 2 kobos, no more movie.
If you
Make
make
me
more.
make money.
But if your movie is interesting, if it captivates, if they can relate to it, definitely I'm sure you'll make it.
Trust me, it will be captivating. That's a guarantee. Otherwise, my manager wouldn't have been so involved.
So Blaise Christian Sitchet, thank you for joining us on
Thank you.
Saturday night.
My
We wish
pleasure.
you all the very best.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And that's the size of the Sedition Saturday night. Thank you so much for being a part of it. You heard from the Cameroonian who is based in the United States of America that Nigeria is a beautiful place to live in. It's a beautiful nation. And Nollywood, you rock. Yeah, I say it again, you rock. Keep the flag flying because the world, they're watching. I am Adeola Komiakere saying stay tuned, same time, same station next week for another interesting time out with me on the program, Saturday night. Until then, God bless you and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye-bye.